On October 28th, Jamaica faced one of the most devastating natural disasters in its modern history. Hurricane Melissa, a powerful Category 5 storm, made landfall with catastrophic winds, torrential rain, and life-threatening storm surges. In a matter of hours, entire communities were left paralyzed, and the island changed forever. As the eye of Hurricane Melissa passed directly over western Jamaica, the destruction was unimaginable. Entire neighborhoods were flattened by the relentless winds. Roofs were torn from homes, power lines snapped and fell, and thousands of trees were ripped from the ground, leaving nothing but devastation in the storm's wake. The Jamaica Meteorological Service confirmed that Hurricane Melissa roared ashore with maximum sustained winds of 185 miles per hour and gusts surpassing 200 miles per hour, a force so powerful it reshaped the landscape in a matter of hours. Streets and towns like Black River, Savannah Lamar, and Mandeville were swallowed by torrents of mud and debris. Entire communities turned into rivers overnight. The Jamaica Public Service Company reported that more than 530,000 customers, over 80% of the island's households, were plunged into darkness as the storm tore through the grid.
Look over here, look what is in top here, what is in there, don't look open up. See there?
In Westmoreland Parish, the roof of Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital was torn away by violent gusts, leaving doctors and nurses scrambling to move patients to safer interior rooms as rain cascaded inside. Emergency crews described scenes of chaos, floodwaters racing through corridors, life-saving machines shorting out, and medical staff battling to keep patients alive amid the storm's fury. Major highways have become impossible to traverse, choked by fallen trees, collapsed bridges, and landslides that cut entire communities off from the rest of the island. Across Jamaica, more than 100 government shelters now stand as temporary havens, offering refuge to over 40,000 displaced residents who fled their homes in the face of Hurricane Melissa's wrath.
According to the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management,
In Kingston, raging floodwaters swept through low-lying neighborhoods like Harborview and Bull Bay, forcing rescuers to deploy inflatable boats to reach trapped families. Norman Manley International Airport remains closed, its runways buried under debris and water, while in Montego Bay, Sangster International Airport suffered severe structural damage, with terminal roofs torn apart and hangars left in ruins. Meteorologists warn that although Melissa's core has now drifted northwest toward Cuba and the Bahamas, Jamaica remains in peril. The storm's sluggish pace has unleashed relentless rain, more than 24 inches in some areas, triggering flash floods, raging river overflows, and deadly landslides across the island. Coastal towns along Jamaica's southern shores took the brunt of Melissa's fury. Storm surges as high as 13 feet swallowed entire neighborhoods, sweeping away cars, boats, and livelihoods in their path. On social media, haunting footage shows waves smashing through seaside homes as terrified residents cling to rooftops, waiting desperately for rescue. Officials are urging everyone to remain indoors, warning that the danger isn't over yet. With the ground saturated and structures weakened, the threat of mudslides and collapsing buildings continues to loom large across the island. The island's water supply has also been severely compromised. Contamination has been reported in multiple parishes as damaged treatment facilities and overflowing drainage systems threaten safe drinking water for thousands of residents. Jamaica hasn't endured a direct strike from a Category 5 hurricane since Hurricane Gilbert in 1988, which left over 500,000 people homeless. Meteorologists warn that Melissa's rapid intensification and unprecedented strength reflect a troubling trend. Hurricanes are becoming stronger and wetter, fueled by rising ocean temperatures linked to climate change. Even as Melissa drifts away from Jamaica, forecasters warn that its trailing rain bands will continue to lash the island for at least another 24 hours. Flooding and landslides remain a constant threat, while health officials raise alarms over the potential spread of waterborne diseases fueled by stagnant floodwaters and disrupted sanitation systems.
Yes, guys.
The Jamaican government has formally requested international assistance to support recovery and reconstruction efforts. Restoring critical infrastructure, from power grids to hospitals and schools, could take months or even longer, officials warn, as the island begins the long road to recovery. Hurricane Melissa has carved a path of devastation across Jamaica. Entire communities lie in ruins, tens of thousands of people have been displaced, and the economy has ground to a halt. Emergency responders are racing against the clock to deliver aid and restore essential services, but the island faces a long and arduous road to recovery.